Excellent. So yeah, I am getting the chance to sit down and talk to TNA Knockout. I feel like we can say veteran at this point. It's been a good 7 years now with the TNA brand, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's about 6, 7 years. Yeah,
6, 7. We'll not go down that road.
six,
But
seven.
and of course, I've been asked to mention we're in the brand new studio, of course, for our first TNA wrestling interview. But I did mention we are talking to Tasha Steelz, two times knockout champion, as one half of Fire and Flavor, winner of the first ever Ultimate X Knockouts match at Hard to Kill back in 2022, I believe it was. Took
Yeah.
down Mickie James for your first ever Knockouts World Championship, and now part of Order 4 going into Sacrifice on the 27th of March, a lowly 4 or 5 days away. First of all, how are you, Tasha? How is everything going? How are you at the moment? You're on a bit of a run right now, so how are things?
Everything's good. Everything's going great. What great accolades this girl has. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, and more to come, and more to
More
come.
to come. Yeah, absolutely. More to come. Yes. So, yeah, I'm doing very great. Thank you for asking.
Had a bit of a brilliant 2025, didn't we? And then going into 2026, and you're already sort of making waves, making a bit of a nuisance with one Jada Stone as of late, which we're going to be talking about in a second. But it's great to see you doing well because I think we have one of the best women's division in all of wrestling across all brands. And right now, as I say, sort of a passing of the guard with Mickie James. You are an OG now. You're one of the guys bringing the new people in. How does that feel to start with, coming in fresh and now being one of these people, almost a locker room leader, if you will?
Um, it it feels like on paper it feels really, really good to say. But then like you're just in reality, you're like, maybe I'm not there yet. But and I feel like I feel really great about it, because I'm not yet veteran, but yeah, I'm like right there in the middle, like OG, like I call myself mother of the knockout. So yeah, I'm here. I'm helping, lending a helping hand, but at the same time also helping myself. So but yeah, it feels good to have that title, like, just locker room leader. And it's just not, me, there's a couple of the girls as well.
Mm,
But um it's great because I've been in that position before, and I was looking up to women that I've watched on TV for a very long time, and never in my ever would I ever thought that I would be able to either meet them, greet them, let alone be in the ring with them. So for me to get that torch passed, and now I'm helping passing torches, it feels great. It feels really great, actually. So I like it. I like it a lot.
and of course, the time that you've been with us at TNA, there's been a lot of changes. There's been management changes. There's been a lot of roster changes. We have this fantastic new AMC deal that we can talk about in a second, and things are really going great guns. But what is it about TNA, first of all, in the first place, that made you want to be part of this brand, and then what is it that's kind of kept your loyalty throughout those years as well?
TNA is just it's different. TNA was very different between like, watching like WWE or NXT, and of course I've shared locker rooms and other places, the Ring of Honor and NWA. I've been there before. So like when I first got to TNA, for one, I had so many friends there. So it felt
Mm,
great and I was very comfortable. And then like being in TNA and just coming of my own, I've learned that you're able to be yourself, and you're able to find yourself, and you're able to just, if things don't work, you can fix it yourself, and they're not forcing anything on you. They're not pushing you to do things that you are not comfortable of doing. It's okay, if this doesn't work, we're going to figure it out, but don't be so down on yourself. It's also the camaraderie of the locker room as well. Not to say nobody else doesn't have it, but it just feels right. It feels different here at TNA. And just everyone just likes to uplift everyone in the locker room, you know. So whenever like we do things, we do like little friendly competitions of like, you know, hey, top that match. Like we literally are doing that,
Yeah.
hey, top that, but in a friendly competition type of way, you know. So but it's just a love that's there overall as well. Like it's just a lot of love there, and it's just a lot of you know, everyone just wanna just be a part of something and just helping each other out, being a part of something.
And you're not the first person on the roster that I've spoke to that has echoed that sentiment either, and it's brilliant as well to hear that from everyone coming through. Because as a fan, someone who's been with the brand for years, I like to think of myself as one of the faithful. You know, I don't know how they would feel about that, but I like to think I am. But it's great to see how the brand has been coming on and how the roster's been coming on, and then of course we got our three letters back. We get to chant our three letters at the top of our lungs again instead of hushed tones. AMC, we've got a big TV deal there. How has that been for you as part of the roster, seeing that monumental shift in how well the brand is doing now?
It's really good because at a time where when I came in 2020, it was a time where the world was shut down, and
Yeah,
we of course was on Access, but nobody either didn't know Access TV or couldn't find Access TV or didn't have it accessible for themselves on their providers or anything like that. So watching us was just kind of very limited to a lot of people, and us trying to force ourselves in everyone's homes or like TVs, like tablets, you know, phones, everything. It was just kind of hard. It was difficult, you know.
mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we didn't give up, and we didn't just, you know, we wasn't down on ourselves about it or anything like that. So we were just with management, trying to find different ways of like, how can we build from what we're doing from where we were in Nashville, just in the studio, to now we are just everywhere, literally. Like you can't turn on anything without seeing those three letters of TNA or someone representing TNA. So but it was I felt like overall it was just a big hustle, you know. So I I just love it. I love being a part of it. And I love that just me being a part of it, but the entire roster is a part of it. Cause you know, like when big companies get these big TV deals, it's just kind of like limited to certain people of like being exposed to it. But the
Yeah.
fact that the entire roster somehow, some ways is exposed to the AMC deal and us being on AMC every week, it's great. And it, you know, lets people see who I am, who this person is, who that person is, and you get to grow with them. And if you haven't seen them before, you get to learn about them now and watch them grow now, and you know, do your research if this person's been in the business for a while and you haven't seen them and it's the first time you've seen them, you know. So it's been great, you know. I've enjoyed it, and I'm excited about more of it.
It's amazing to see, and obviously that's like an American side of things, and I love seeing that for you guys over there. And over here we have like the TNA Plus app, which is a fantastic app. I'm gonna ask you if I wasn't even going to ask this, but here's a cheeky quick question. Talking about doing your research, you mentioned if somebody was to go to the TNA Plus app and wanted to see like what Tasha Steelz thinks is the best of Tasha Steelz, what match could they go back and watch on the Plus app?
Ooh, oh man, that is because I have so many favorites that I would tell people.
Yeah,
But for one, if you just type in Tasha Steelz versus Jordan Grace, like
yeah,
you're gonna know who Tasha Steelz, like what she's like. Jordan Grace and I feel like we just have such great chemistry. Like we were like in TNA just married together all the time, and like no matter what, we could just put on a show. Doesn't matter how long we were able to do something with it. So that, and of course, myself versus Deanna Perrazzo. Like we only got the
yo,
one, but it was the one to send her off. You know, like I
absolutely.
sent her away. But that one as well, and of course, my title win against one of the greats that I would say, Mickey James. That's why I am the greatest that beat the greatest.
Absolutely. Let's jump into we've got Sacrifice coming on the 27th in New Orleans. Let's jump into Order 4. How did this come about for you, sort of like behind the scenes sort of things, joining up with Mustafa Ali, and then becoming the press secretary of the group, and basically the woman that was going to lead these men into battle. How did that all come about for you?
Well, I was at a time where I was being like just turned on a lot. Like I thought I had friends in the locker room and I didn't have any friends. So it was just like I was kind of, just out there alone, which I don't mind because I'm always a leader and never a follower. Um, but it was just Mustafa who gave me a call one day, and he was just complimenting me so much of like, how he enjoyed my work, how he just loved my aura, just loved everything about me. And I was just enjoying this phone call because I'm like, never would I ever thought that Mustafa Ali would call me and say all these things to me. So I was excited about that. And I was just like, oh, well, thank you. Because, well, something you don't know, I've enjoyed you for a long time as well. So, so we were doing that back and forth. And he was like, listen, I'm starting a group and I would love for you to be a part of this group. And I think with you being a press secretary, and I was just like, at first, like, whoa, I can't be the Boricua badass. And he's just like, no, like this is a whole different scene for you. Like this is a different vibe. Like
Mm,
you're not that girl. You're this girl. So I'm just like, okay. So I had to, channel my little inner Kerry Washington scandal-ish type of
nice.
female. And I had to channel her. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to do my studying because this is something very new for me, but very challenging as well. So I've never been in this position of press secretary. And one thing that I loved about it the most is that I got to dress up any type of way that I want, which everybody knows me having all the flavor. I
Yep.
am a good fashionista. So that was one of my favorite parts. But being able to be in this group and just changing everything about myself, not fully, but just changing a couple little things, was very challenging to me. But at the same time, like I said, I love a good challenge. So I was up for it. And then when he said he was adding Jason Hotch and John Schuyler to the group, I was definitely on for it because I love these guys. And there was a time where they weren't really getting a chance. And the fact
Yeah.
that they can now actually show themselves as a tag team and actually get that chance and we're all together is very just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And for Mustafa to just actually give us that call and to want to do more with us and have us be on TV a lot more and do a lot of things a lot more. Like I was just forever grateful for him. And then we added the hired gun here. We
Yeah.
added Agent Zero, the guy that if you see him coming, you better run the other way. And that right there, I feel like completes our group. Like I don't think we need to add anyone else, bring anyone else. This right here, the five of us together, we are just very complete and we're a family and we just love each other so much, hate each other sometimes, fight sometimes, but that's what a family does. Um, but it's just been an amazing ride and I enjoy it. I love it. And we've been doing so much. As you see, everything that we do, we had our viral moments, everything has gone crazy. And, so I'm having fun. The guys are having fun, and we're here to take over TNA.
And talking of viral moments in 2025, you had a couple of big ones that
Oh,
went absolutely mad. It would be remiss of me not to mention them. You would tell me I hadn't done my homework if I didn't mention these. But the whole thing with Cedric Alexander giving you the lumbar check, breaking your
oh,
spine, unbelievable. I
yeah.
mean, he didn't break your spine, obviously, but and then of course Mike Santana Nana taking you off the apron into the table, which was absolutely incredible. But you do have a matchup coming on the 27th at Sacrifice with one Trey Miguel, who is used to creating viral spots as well. Mustafa Ali
Mhm.
as your mixed tag team partner, and then of course Jada Stone. Can we expect any big moments, or is that just giving us too much of the sauce?
Oh, you have to watch Sacrifice in order to see. Now, if I gave that away, then what would be your reasoning to watch Sacrifice? You guys will know a big moment's coming. We're very unpredictable, our group. Like we're together, but we're also unpredictable, you know. So you have to watch in order to see. And like we don't never disappoint. So like those moments you listed before, painful as hell, yes, but we never disappoint. We always just come through to show out. So yeah, you guys have to watch Sacrifice. It's gonna be a lot. Trey Miguel, he's been following me from the rumors in the locker room. I think he has like, you know, obsession for mother, a little crush, something along the lines. But whatever. But I'm here to teach Jada Stone a lesson, is that you do not cross mother and you will pledge your allegiance to Mustafa Ali.
And every Thursday we do have obviously TNA coming live on AMC this Thursday. It's safe to say over the last few weeks though, you have been absolutely inside Jada's head. Would you say you've been living there rent free?
Oh, very. Mother does not pay any rent. I am the OG. I'm close to veteran status. We seniority, buddy, seniority here. We do not pay rent here. But you know, it has gotten to her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks I'm this bully. She thinks I'm trying to bully her. I'm not trying to bully her. Like I'm doing to her what veterans have done to me. I am just teaching her a lesson of welcome to the knockouts. This is how we operate. And if you can't shape up, then you can ship out.
One thing I will say that you've just quickly mentioned there about a veteran of the knockouts, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, the passing of the guard type moment in 2022 is. I really want to see Tasha Steelz making waves in that knockouts division properly again, running at that belt, taking a shot at the championship. Is this something we can expect anytime soon, or are you happy just sort of doing what you're doing right now?
Well, you know, mother's never satisfied with just one thing. I have to get my throne back. I have to get my title back. There was too many dirty asses sitting on it, you know, so I have to get my throne back and let these ladies know how a real queen sits on the throne and wears that title very well. So absolutely, I will be getting my title. But first order of business, literally, is Miss Jada Stone. I have to, you know, calm her down a little bit. Then I'll move on.
Get the horse out again and put the lasso on Jada this time and get it.
I got to take it from Elijah.
Exactly. What is something that you have potentially learned about yourself in the last 6 or 7 years at TNA, that you maybe didn't necessarily know?
Growth and patience. I'm an Aries, so I'm a little hard headed. And I'm also from Jersey, so our patience is very thin. But it's the growth and patience, and actually just, you know, learning about not just myself, but others as well. So yeah, I would think that that would be the main things. It's just the growth and the patience in me, and I have grown a lot. I have grown a lot. I am now an OG now. I was just that little young girl coming in, you know, diving head first. And now I'm, you know, I'm that OG teaching others like Jada Stone. She's a hard headed one.
And with this little bit of a character change sort of thing, like you're still a badass, you're still fiery, you're still chaotic, but in a more demure, more classy kind of way. And
Yes.
what do you prefer to do? Do you prefer to be running roughshod on people, or do you prefer just taking your time and being methodical like you are right now?
Well, now that I know the difference of the two women, of the Boricua badass and, you know, press secretary Steelz, I can channel either or. But
Nice.
I like to, you know, I've recently inherit the mastermind title, and I like it. It kind of makes my head a little bigger than it is right now. But I enjoy it because, you know, I like to just plot. Before, I used to just, you know, go out there and just run rampant, you know, just shoot first, ask questions later. Now I like to plot and scheme, you know, I like to just sit back and just, you know, be that, you know, lioness, that lion that just kind of like just watching their prey before they strike.
And poor Cedric can attest to that as well, can't he?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cedric's gonna get his.
For anyone who is maybe sitting on the fence on Sacrifice coming up on the 27th, of course, from New Orleans, which is a fantastic new venue. Well, not a new venue, but a fantastic venue for you guys to be heading towards. Anyone who's maybe on the fence about watching it, what would you say to get them in?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna be on it. So there's your answer right there. But you just everyone, your favorite TNA stars, you can't be on the fence if you love TNA, you love supporting TNA, and you love watching TNA on AMC every single week. So everyone that's on the roster will be a part of Sacrifice. Okay. Now you have this three-way for the knockouts title that I will
Mm.
definitely be watching. Okay. Now, Miss Ariana Grace, she has come from NXT. She currently has the TNA knockouts title, but she also will be going against Danny Luna and Lane Lee. So I am looking forward to seeing who wins that title because Mother will have her eyes on that next. Okay. Yes. Of course, you have myself, Mustafa Ali versus Jada Stone and Trey Miguel. That is going to be off the charts itself. Like I'm excited for it, you know. But you also have Mike Santana, who's going to be on the card. You have all members of the system. You have Moose. You have Leon Slater. Everybody loves Leon. Leon Slater is going to be on the card. So it's the list goes on and on and on. And if you guys aren't tuning in on the TNA Plus app, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where you're going to be at. I don't know where you're going to be listening to, but you have to tune in. You have to watch because Sacrifice is where it's at.
And just quickly before I start rounding this out, yeah, my girl Danny Luna's taken that title, so that's
You
happening.
think?
That's a given. That's a given. She has to. Come on, at this point,
So
she
you would
has
like to
to.
see more of Danny Luna versus Tasha Steelz?
Would oh my god, I would love that matchup. By the way, so yeah, get that done. Get that done. So I'm going to round out with just a couple of quick fire kind of questions. Could you give me one word to describe your TNA journey so far?
Inspirational.
Oh, nice, nice. Who would you say has been your toughest opponent?
Jordan Grace.
Nice. When is the TNA coming back to the UK?
I don't know.
Oh man,
That's three words.
I was
That's
really,
three words. I'm sorry.
I was really
I
trying to get
don't
an
know.
exclusive out you there.
I don't know.
What do you prefer, being first on the card or last on the card?
I like to set the tone first.
Excellent, excellent. And if this is the last one, if Tasha Steelz could have any kind of stipulation match of her choosing, of her making, not one that already exists, what would that look like?
Oh man, I was just gonna say Knockouts Lockdown. Like I've been begging for that for like years
Yeah,
from
yeah.
management. I've been begging for Knockouts Lockdown, and I'm just gonna say it: Knockouts Lockdown. Like I don't care what you call it, but I want a Knockouts Lockdown style type of match. Bring it back, TNA, Carlos Silva, Tommy Dreamer, Hunter. I don't care. Bring it back, Knockouts Lockdown. That's what I want. That's what I need.
You had me at knockouts lockdown. Just that's all you have to say. Tasha, you have been my first TNA interview in the brand new studio. This has been an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to see TNA live on AMC. Obviously, I'll be watching on the app, but it's on AMC in America. I can't wait to see that on Thursday night, and then I can't wait to see Sacrifice on the 27th, which is just a couple of nights later. You guys are going to tear the absolute roof off. I already have you kind of down within my TNA WhatsApp group as being potentially match of the night. How can it not be with the
Hey,
talent in that ring? I think you guys are going to absolutely tear the roof off. But most of all, thank you so much for joining me and doing this. It's been great.
thank you so much. I appreciate it.